I like Berube as a coach. I think his systems and what he preaches is definitely can work. It's proven to work. The St. Louis Blues kind of were able to play Berube's system and play the Berube way, and they won a championship. I don't know if it's a marriage here in Toronto with the guys they got there on the Maple Leafs. And what's easier, Dave? Moving on from Berube or moving on from a whole team, right? That's kind of the age-old question. I don't know. Like, where are you at with Craig Berube? Is it a worthy conversation at this point, or is it still premature to talk about him being on the hot seat?
I think it's a little premature. I don't know if the 11-game sample size is enough.
Yeah.
But there are areas where we do feel like there are areas that are lacking, right? You know, the expected goals has always been one. You know, the fact that Austin Matthews is now still struggling to get the offense going for himself. And I'm not even going to put this on Mitch Marner being gone, because we talked about how he's looked without Mitch Marner in the past, and this has not really ever been something to be that concerned about. Like, I think it gets to the point where if they just look totally mismatched against, like, I don't know who's their next. I haven't even looked at their next one. I'm looking more at the Jays schedule. I'm at the Leafs.
Philly. They have Philly on Saturday, don't they?
They have a back-to-back against. Philly on Saturday. And they have the powerhouse Pittsburgh Penguins on the Monday. Next,
I mean, they're playing good, and that's Dubas in the building. I mean, that's another game you should, kind of get up for. But we said the same thing when Keefe came to town against the Devils, and nothing, no oomph from the squad.
Yeah, and we know October has always kind of been a bad month for the Leafs. They've never really ever looked good, and they didn't last year under Berube. Like they looked better last year.
They have a winning record though. I think they were like 6-4-1 or something. It's like not a crazy record, but it looked better. I think like it actually looked decent. Where it was more so like the expected goals were a little bit better. It was more so like eventually they'll start to drop, right? Like Matthews had the injury, and like there was just the expected numbers were there, but the actual numbers weren't supporting it. And we knew eventually that the law of averages would average out, and it did. The problem is the expected numbers here, Dave, aren't all that rosy. Like, again, 21st in the NHL in expected goals per 60. This is a team that needs to score, right? Like, that's kind of what they need to do, especially